can you tell us honestly that VP Sara is guilty of the charges?
With all due respect, Katuning, to VP Sara, no, I wish to articulate my statement by there is enough evidence to initiate the impeachment complaint, no? Subalit tayo pong lahat ay saksi that the Vice President did not make ample participation during the investigation by the Good Government Committee, no? Dito sa House. So, I am looking forward that this time, the Vice President will be actively participating in defending herself, and she will take advantage of the due process of the opportunity to present her side, to present her evidence. And let us see kung upon presentation of the evidence of the defense, will there still be sufficient evidence to warrant the impeachment of the Vice President. And sa akin, Katunying, representing the House, there is sufficient evidence to initiate the impeachment complaint. But to warrant the impeachment of the Vice President, that is something we have to wait and see until the Vice President presented her defense.
Magandang umaga po sa inyo, Congresswoman Luistro, si Katunying at saka si Ka Jerry.
Good morning po, Katunying. Good morning, Ka Jerry. Maraming
Morning
salamat po for having me in your program, Dos for Dos.
Napo, amin po ang pagpapasalamat. Kayo ba na kapina?
Ito po't nagkakape.
Ayun.
Sakto. Ang kaping Batangas talaga, pag sabi ko nga, pag hindi ka nagising, balita namin nagpupuyat na raw kayo ang mga impeachment prosecutors para po nga preparasyon dito sa inyong mabigat na trabaho.
Actually, wala pa po tayong preparation na ginagawa. As a matter of fact, the only discussion we had ay nung kahapon, during the meeting, during the caucus, nung umirma po ang mga congressman ng impeachment complaint. But other than that, wala pa pong formal na briefing na nagaganap among the impeachment prosecutors.
So po, ano po ba ang proseso ng pagpili? Kayo ba'y nagpresenta? Muna yan.
We were elected, Katunying. As a matter of fact, hindi po tayo nagpresenta, and we are even surprised na kasama po tayo doon sa mga binanggit na pangalan kahapon sa floor, except that the only consideration siguro na aking pinaniniwalaan is because of the background that I had already about the issues na atin pong naunang inimbestigahan during the hearing of the Blue Ribbon Committee or the Good Government Committee, no? Hindi po tayo nagpresenta, Katunying. We were elected.
Elected, ganun.
Palang proseso, ano po. Kahapon hong nagtatanong ako kung sino ang mga prosecutors. Lagi hong bibigay sa akin pangalan. Laging una, pangalan nyo. Congresswoman Luistro, kaya tanong po kahapon si Congresswoman Luistro bang magsisilbing lead prosecutor? Yan,
I wish to believe, Ka Jerry, na wala namang lead. All of us will be giving our equal contribution and representation of the House of Representatives sa atin pong gagawing paglalatag ng kaso during this impeachment trial. So, wala pong lead, pantay-pantay po lahat ng prosecutors who will be representing the House.
Mabalik lang po ako dun sa focus yung habang palitan ho ba kayong pumirma na sa listahan?
Katunying, I'm 182.
182. Ang layo niyo.
182.
Ang layo.
Ito, layo nyo. Nagdadalawang isip pa ba kayong pumirma nung time na yun?
Hindi naman sa nagdadalawang isip kung hindi masyado tayong preoccupied kasi this is our last week before we take the recess. So medyo naghabol tayo dun sa mga sponsorship ng bill, plus the fact na marami tayong visiting kababayan from Batangas dito sa Congress. So talagang medyo challenge ako sa oras for this week since Monday, no? Kaya I'm 182.
Well,
Nando dated do. Ang tanong ba kayo ay sumagot dito sa amin, ano? Naka-influence po ba sa inyong pag-apirma dyan na ang nasa unahang, ang kauna-unahang pumirma dito ang anak ng Pangulo, si Congressman Sandra Marcos, na para baga ang mensahe this is the imprimatur of the President.
To be honest, Katuning, no? Nung pumirma ako at 182, I didn't know na number one si Senior Deputy Majority Leader Sandro Marcos, no? Ang naging focus ko talaga ay whether ito bang nagamit na grounds for impeachment complaint are the same grounds na pinag-uusapan namin during discussions, no? And even during our evaluations of the first three complaints. But to answer your question, Katuning, nalaman ko lang na number one pala si Kong Sandro after na nakaperma na almost all of the 215 members of the House.
opo. Okay.
Ang susunod ko pong tanong na dito, one way or the other, kayo po ba ay kinailangan pang kausapin o meaning kumbinsihin para po pumirma dito o mula pa gusto niya nang ma-impeach si VP Sara?
Hindi po tayo kinausap, Katuning. If ever nagkaroon po ng discussion, it was party-initiated, no? Being one of the members of the Blue Ribbon Committee na nag-imbestiga po dito sa OVP and DepEd budget, somehow I honestly believe and I have a humble submission na may basis to initiate an impeachment complaint. But of course, I always consider the fact na collegial body ito, so I had to wait kung anong position ng party to which I belong, that is Lakas, kung anong position ng majority of the members of the House, etong 19th Congress of the Philippines, which is a collegial body. Kasi what my position is will not really matter that much. What will matter that much will be the position of the majority of the members of the House.
Sunod po niyan, Congresswoman, and gusto po namin natapatin niyo po kami, meron po bang kapalit ang pirma ninyo? Kasi rumors are going around na meron daw pong kapalit na halaga ang bawat stroke ng pirma ng mga congressman dito po sa impeachment articles na to.
Katuning, wala pong kapalit na halaga yung amin pong pagperma. At if ever there are rumors surrounding those issues and controversies, wala po tayong nalalaman dyan.
Okay. Congresswoman, prosecutor, ngayong na tapos na ho ang Kongreso, ang lower house, ang Kamara, ang articles of impeachment ay naipasa na sa Senado. Kaya alam sa nangyari kahapon, nag-adjourn ang Senate without even discussing or touching or deliberating ito pong ipinasa ng Kamara. Ano pong mangyayari doon na Congresswoman na yung adjourn ng session?
Alam mo ka, Jerry, ako man ay naghihintay ng position ng Senate, no? Because there are opinions na dapat on session ang Senate to be able to convene an impeachment court. And considering na recess na, then the consequence will be sa June na to kapag nag-resume na ulit ang Congress, no? But there are opinions which say na ang impeachment process is not part of the legislative process, which means na anytime, even when the Senate is on recess, pwede silang mag-convene ng impeachment court. I think we really have to wait kung anong magiging position ng ating Senado ngayon, considering that we have transmitted already the impeachment complaint, no? From our end, ginawa po namin yung aming trabaho. We endorsed by 215 members of the House. We transmitted the impeachment complaint. At ika nga po, ang bola ngayon ay nasa sa Senado. And for us, the members of the prosecution team, all we have to do is to wait kung ano pong magiging position ng Senado. If they will convene, they will take their oath as judges of the impeachment court. If this happen, ibig sabihin, immediately po ay isasagawa ng impeachment process or trial.
Kung sa June 2 po mangyayari, kung sakaling mag-decide na yun ang Senate na adjourn na tayo, sa June 2 na lang, magbabago ho ng composition ng Senado ng Senado ng mga possible ng mga magiging o judges, senator judges na tinatawag. Kayo po bilang piskal, bilang prosecutors, wala ho bang bearing sa inyo? Kaya ninyong ipanalo ang kaso kahit magbago ang composition ng mga magiging senator judges?
Jerry, alam mo itong hinaharap namin to, no? This is a constitutional duty. This is something na hindi namin pwedeng talikuran kasama sa ating pinanumpaan bilang miyembro ng ika-10 na Kongreso ng Pilipinas, no? So, whether we do it before the election or after the election, I think it does not make any difference. We have to be ready to present our case, to lay down our evidence, and it is up to the impeachment court whether they will appreciate the evidence as enough to warrant the impeachment of the Vice President, no? Jerry?
So, mga quick questions na lang po, balikan ko lang yung tungkol dun sa whether or not the Senate can convene sa impeachment court during the break. Kayo po ba sa law professor? Do you agree dun po sa contention na yes, that since the impeachment is sui generis, and separate dun sa legislative functions ng Senado, can they convene even during congressional breaks?
Well, it is my humble submission na ang impeachment process kasi ay constitutional duty din under the Constitution, and I believe that Constitution is silent whether convening an impeachment court has to be done during the session or not. So, sabi nga, if the law does not provide, then we should not provide. So, kung walang prohibition,
It's allowed.
possibly it is pwedeng gawin, no? That is in as far as I am concerned. But of course, I am submitting to the expertise and wisdom of the 24 senators.
And my last question po ay ito. Kayo po bilang prosecutor at siguro together with the 214 others bilang ma-endorsers ng impeachment complaint, are you saying, can you tell us honestly that VP SARA is guilty of the charges?
With all due respect, Catherine, to VP SARA, no, I wish to articulate my statement by there is enough evidence to initiate the impeachment complaint, no? Subalit tayo pong lahat ay saksi that the Vice President did not make ample participation during the investigation by the Good Government Committee, no? Dito sa House. So, I am looking forward that this time, the Vice President will be actively participating in defending herself, and she will take advantage of the due process of the opportunity to present her side, to present her evidence. And let us see kung upon presentation of the evidence of the defense, will there still be sufficient evidence to warrant the impeachment of the Vice President? Ang sa akin, Katunying, representing the House, there is sufficient evidence to initiate the impeachment complaint. But to warrant the impeachment of the Vice President, that is something we have to wait and see until the Vice President presented her defense.
Ayaw, well said, Congressman, Prosecutor, Congresswoman Luistro. Moving forward po kami sa inyo pong pag-function bilang prosecutor. Maraming salamat po. Magandang
Maraming
umaga po sa
salamat
inyo.
po.
Maraming
Good
salamat
morning
po.
po, Katunying and Ka Jerry, and good morning po. Most especially sa aking mga nagkakaping kababayan from Batangas 2nd District.
Thank you.